Alright, just got back from the Christmas holiday. If you hear any noise in the background, the dog's in here, so... yeah. Wow. You people, you perps, you really... I won't call you people. Shh. Sorry about the noise. You perps, you really pushed the boat out, didn't you, on the return journey? But I'll start with that, because the targeting has been ridiculous the whole time I was in Tenerife from the get-go. So, been getting MI5 plates today, MI2, you know, the usual crap. I'll let the dog out. Come on. There you go. Alright, so yesterday, coming back from the airport, last time we were in Tenerife, immediately as we're waiting for the 2E bus to take us back.
Toast is alright for you?
Yeah, that's fine, that's fine, thanks. So we're waiting for we're on the 2E bus, waiting for it to take us back to the airport. And they were using the police in Tenerife to target me, Guardia Nacional and police local. So, basically, as we're waiting for the bus to arrive, guess what turns up, right? Police car. Right, police car comes in, pulls up where the bus stop is, stops, then drives off, right? Then the bus arrives. Now, they were also targeting me on the radio, on the bus, with certain songs, like that song by the Police, you know, because the Police, right, okay, comes on the radio. You know, everywhere you go, we'll be watching you, you know, and all this shit. So, a few other songs as well, you know, that I felt like were directed towards me. So, this is what they do, right? This is psychological operations. They use sound. Remember the background for these programs and what they use. So one of the things they use is extended audio. So noise, right? So going on the actually the airport was pretty cool. When I was coming here from the UK, they were very over the top as usual with their searching of people. So I went through a body scanner, right? Supposedly I thought these things were supposedly good enough to spot any weapons or whatever under people's clothing. If that's the case, then why do you have to pat me down, right? I got patted down. Everyone was getting patted down, but I think they just do that to make it look like it's not to target me. But I've noticed that every time I go to the UK airport, I'm scrutinized more than I was, you know. But it's like it's to harass you. So it's like these body scanners, I thought they were so effective and perfect and could see any weapons or whatever under people or drugs or whatever you're looking for, bombs, etc. If they're so effective, then why do you need to pat people down as well? Okay? Why do you need to pat people down if they're so effective? God, fuck McAfee. Sick of seeing that pop up. So, yeah, there's that. So coming back, of course the plane were late to board because you know how they like to delay you. Both times I've been to Tenerife, the flight's been delayed, and usually is delayed at some point on the journey. But the targeting coming back on the plane, like you would not believe, and in the airport, coughing like they're gonna have lung cancer or something like that, you know, or have a stroke or fit or some shit. They're coughing like fucking crazy, man. So constantly coughing, you know, the double cough that what I mentioned before they used to target, the double cough, hand signals, you know, all that stuff. So in the departure lounge and getting target them back. But the plane journey, I guess they were like, okay, we're going to wait till he's on the plane, then we're going to start the fun, right? So I was sat on this seat, and behind me there was guy looked like he about maybe a little younger than me, 22, 23. Young girl, maybe 18, and a kid. So they had this kid behind me, like 12 years old, constantly pushing my seat, right? And this is something they've done on nearly every flight, right? Constantly there'll be someone behind me pushing or messing with my seat. Like, I don't see anyone else messing with the seat, so what? But it's the target, is to get a reaction. So this were constantly happening to the point where I said, stop messing with my seat, and then my family said the same, stop messing with his seat. Then guess what? It does it again. So I get angry. Like, I get pissed off. Like, stop fucking messing with my fucking seat, you dickhead. And then the woman, the girl who he is with the kids, like, oh, he's not touching your seat. Like, he was banging on my seat like that, right? Banging on my fucking seat like that. So, all right. I got pissed off and I got frustrated. So my family got with me. And the people on the flight attendants, they let me sit at the back of the plane for a bit to calm down because I was getting pissed off. Right. On top of all this, you got screaming kids, right? And they happen to all be on the part where I am, right? Two screaming kids the whole flight, and the coughing. Like, you would not believe. Like, 4 or 5 people in my area. Every fucking, 10, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, they were doing it. And it got so blatant, right? When I came back from being calm off, this punk motherfucker with a baseball cap on. He was like, like that. So, okay, you think it's funny? So I'm talking loud behind him, like, you these faggots, man. They're pathetic, man. They're like the people in school that just do stuff and then run to the teacher. And then my mum's like, oh, stop, because she didn't want them to hear. But I wanted them to. I'm like, I don't care. I want them to hear. I want them to know how pathetic it is. I was like, I want them to know. So then they start targeting me with a cough, and every time they do it, I'm like, bitch. I like say bitch when they do it, and faggot and all this shit. So I'm targeting the shit out of them and doing hand signals too. Like, it's like a psychological war going on the whole last 2 hours, hour and a half of the flight. So then, I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to get a physical response, maybe to get me arrested, which I'm not going to give them. I'll target the shit out of them back, but I'm not going to do anything where they can charge me with anything. So, yeah, this guy's like, he's a pussy hole, he's not even looking at me, like hiding behind his baseball cap, thinking he's tough and shit. I was just laughing at him, man. I'm saying all kind of shit about him, like, these faggots, man, they're pathetic, man. I'm just saying it, so if you heard it, I was totally ripping these motherfuckers up a new arsehole verbally, you know what I mean, psychologically as well. Like, I was doing it so they'd hear it and so they'd know. Like, are you targeting me so blatantly? I'm gonna fucking let you motherfuckers know, right? I'm gonna let you motherfuckers know, right? What you are. I said I was saying, these people are fucking pathetic. These cunts, man. They're some bitch made motherfuckers. I was called them bitch made and all kinds of shit. You know what I mean? I was like going full on them, these motherfuckers, saying these bitch made bastards. You know what I mean? They're fucking pathetic. And they're getting all the looks on the plane, but right then I'm past giving a shit. You know what I mean? I'm like past giving a shit. So I broke them off verbally and psychologically, which were funny. They start, the voice change and goes all like, oh, when we're getting off the flight, and all this. So they're acting like nothing's going on, right? But at the same time, they're targeting me with the coughing. So I'm like, I'm not okay. I'm not even going to target you subliminal. I'm going to, every time you cough and some shit like that, I'm going to say bitch or faggot. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's like, you should have seen it. It was funny, man, actually. It was quite funny, thinking back. It was stressful but funny at the same time. Like, if you would have seen it from the outside perspective, you and how they were targeting me and how heavy it was, you would have laughed. I got to the point at the end of the flight, I was just laughing when they were doing it so much. I was just laughing because the shit was just ridiculous, you know what I mean? So after that, get off the flight. And this faggot in his baseball cap, right, puts his hood up, right. So I guess I'm supposed to be intimidated. So I'm saying loudly, oh, put your hood up all you want, put your hood up all you want. You faggot, you ain't scaring me. You know what I mean? I'm not saying it so he can hear it, and the other passengers can't really hear it. And then get the baggage from my family. And he's like stood at the bit where you go in. He doesn't follow me. So I'm like, okay, you wanted me to attack you or get a reaction or something, so the police can arrest me. It's like, because this is what these perps do. They want you to do that, but I'm not going to give you any reaction you can use against me, but I'm going to give you a negative reaction that will affect you psychologically, and you won't forget being told what you are, that you're bitch made and pathetic and retarded, which is what I said they are, and losers. So and then this fucking Spanish cunt like starts making chicken noises behind me. So I'm like, I'm on the plane again. I'm like talking loud. This fucking Spanish faggot, man. That's it now. Fucking faggots, man. No disrespect to the Spanish. I like the Spanish, even though your Guardia Nacional are faggots and your Police Nacional are faggots. Don't get it twisted. And you're full of perps just like the UK. But I don't hate you, the Spanish people. I don't hate you because of that. That'd be stupid. I've met some cool, well, not met them, but I've seen some cool Spanish people. They seem friendly. They're real Spanish people, not the perps. The real Spaniards, they're friendly, you know what I mean? Not these Nazi twats. But, yeah, it's like, they start doing that, so I'm like, okay, whatever. they look so pissed off about that. They look really, really pissed off, you know what I mean? They come, as soon as I get back today, right, we get back last night, and even on the journey back, right, we got back about 12, the target, and they park on the A38, we're driving back on the A38, and then there's these two cars, right? Two cars, and the parts of this, there's a car on this dual carriageway with the hazards on, engine running. Then the lane, right, the lane we pull off at, right, there's another car with the hazards on. Parked there. So I'm like, okay, they're running the hazard light thing. And they did it earlier today coming back from where I live, because I've just been to check the house and everything. So it's a fixation drill, I know that. But they've used the orange hazard light theme before and all that stuff. They were doing that a couple of years ago. So I know what they're doing. And then, coming back, there's the one headlight cars and all that shit. And then they chuck this van drives in front of us and driving real slow next to us and chucks a cigar out the window, another car in front. It's like, this is midnight, right? It's 1 a.m. These perps will come out. They'll come out anytime, 24/7 to do this stuff. So, yeah, we got back last night about 2. Go to check up on the house, and guess what comes down the hill that we have to go up to get to the house? Yep. Ambulance with the lights on. And guess what they get? Middle finger. Don't you? So after that, nothing much. A few suspect perps, but I'm not 100%, but they look pissed off with me, which is good. Right, so that's pretty much the UK stuff. This is just coming back, okay? This is just coming back from the UK, wrapped up. I've got the whole of Tenerife to talk about here, with what they did there. And I'm going to try and remember as much as I can. I think I can remember most of it. So the first few days, pretty quiet. A lot of target from the English tourists, as you'd expect. Go in the hotel, and it's a cough fest. It's a cough fest around where I am, right? They're on that old bullshit, coughing when I walk past and all this kind of stuff, right? The same as last time. In fact, every time I've gone to a hotel, all the English tourists, right, doing it. So after that, I guess they're gonna step up using the perps in Spain, which we landed at night. This was after we landed, obviously, but I'm remembering what. Oh yeah, okay. So let me start from when we got off the plane. I mentioned already about what they did in the UK airport. So coming through the Spanish airport, and you have to scan your fingerprint or some shit like that, some fucked up shit. It probably goes on some fucked up. It probably goes on some fucking database. You know what I mean? They probably say it get deleted, but I doubt it. But whatever, go through and there's one headlight cars like you wouldn't believe, all the journey there, pretty much. And then they start driving erratically, right? So there's cars in front of the bus, like they're driving all over the road, and another car driving right behind another car. They do this to get your attention. So, yeah, go to the hotel, and I think the police turned up. I'm not 100%. I think the police drove. Yeah, the police drove past. This was on the first night. I'm pretty sure they drove past because they were following me, just like in Italy when I was in Italy. So, yeah, got there, and it's pretty quiet to start with, but it builds up. When you go a new place, it builds up.
Do you like big plum tomatoes or not?
I don't mind, just any will do. Just got I'll just end this whilst I eat, and I'll continue.